Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Them step this way, step this way, no step this way, step this way.
We're feeling locked in a strange loop like a mug.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Ife, and this is the Like a Mug podcast.
Where we talk about the extraness of life.
Because there's something always extra going on. Extra going on. Extra going on. Extra going on. Uh-oh, I'm locked in a strange loop.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And we are feeling locked in a strange loop like a bug.
Yes. So we're back with another episode. I don't think we did anything last week, so we hope you guys didn't miss us too much. But
Yes.
it's Labor Day weekend currently, so it's been a
Yes.
lot going on, and Shannon and I got a chance to catch a play at Actors Express, but it's a Broadway award-winning play that's been out for a while. I think like it was copywritten in 2020, called A
Yeah.
Strange Loop.
Yes.
Which
It won
book,
best
music, and
play
yes,
too. It won best play at the 72nd Tony Awards. So
Oh wow.
you may have heard of it, may have not, but yeah, it's a kind of a big deal. So we were really excited to get the chance to see it, and a friend of ours, again, shout out to Youth Ensemble of Atlanta, was in it. So yeah.
YEA.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the real sale for me, was being able to support a friend, and then
Yeah.
also and then I've been hearing about Strange Loop, so it's like I should probably go and see it. And I think I read like a little bit about it, like a very short synopsis, but I did not I was not prepared for all that I had watched.
Yeah, same.
In my inner church lady, and we'll talk about having inner people in yourself, but my inner church lady was clutching her pearls. I didn't even know I had an inner church lady in me.
Right. So so for those of you who don't know, A Strange Loop is they say that it's a play within a play within a play. So you have this lead character named Usher, who is literally an usher for like Broadway, and he is also a writer. He wants to be a writer, but he is a fat gay black man, and he is grappling
in his
with
own words. Now, Shannon
in
didn't
his
just
own
call him a
words.
fat
Yes.
gay black man. In his own words, in the musical, and
Yes.
it's written by the music is written, the lyrics and the book, all by the same person, Michael R. Jackson.
Yes.
Michael R.
Yes.
Jackson, not Michael Jackson. So
Right.
and he refers to himself as big black queer.
Right. He
Gay
refers,
black
I don't
man.
know I don't know what Michael R. Jackson looks like, but he refers to the character. I think I
Yes.
just want to make sure he was saying the character is not him, but it's a character. So the character refers to himself, and he's, talking about himself, So this is not me joning on nobody like a mug, but
Right.
but it is so it's written from the point of view of this actor Usher, of this guy who is an usher, and he just is grappling with all the parts of himself as he works through his identities. When you see it, you'll see what we mean. It's a one act, works through his identities in writing a play, and he ends up writing a play about a play about writing a play about writing a play, hence the name A Strange Loop. So if you said what A Strange Loop was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to look it up because I was like, oh, but it's it is it was introduced by a cognitive scientist by the name of Douglas Hofstadter. I think I just feel like he's German. Anyway, so it's all about self-reference and like the things that we It's a system. I'm sorry. So it could be a system that is constantly checking itself, self-evaluating, and
Mhm.
through its evaluations, the evaluations get intertwined and form this loop where it's just kind of repeating itself because it's stuck on all of its different
Mhm.
self-evaluations, and it's a
Mhm.
lot deeper than that, but that is
Yeah,
the
it's yeah.
layman's that's how I understand what it is.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like how we say which came first, the chicken or the egg. And you're like, well, the chicken, because the chicken had to lay the egg, but then the chicken has to come out the egg. Okay, well, maybe it was so it's one of those things that
Right.
checks and balances itself. Another example is waking up in a house with no power, needing a flashlight to find a flashlight. And another example, like, I
Mm,
need a flashlight so I can find this flashlight.
right.
Another one is needing glasses to find your glasses.
I
And it's even worse,
see.
like, this happens to me in real life where I'm like, "Where is my phone?" And I'm holding my phone like, "I can't find this phone." Yeah, so I don't know if that's a strange loop or just strange, but either way.
Right.
So so the play is that, and
Mhm.
we a lot of times found ourselves I found myself in a strange loop where I was like, "Is this the play?" Because he was trying to write this play, and then you see a scene, and you're like, "So is this it, or is this him, or is this the play?" You know? So, it was
Right.
on different levels, that strange loop.
It's interesting because oh, yeah, because within itself, so he is a person who's writing a
Mhm,
show about a writer who's writing a play. So while he's, I guess, writing this piece, like, you see all of his thoughts kind of in action. So it's a maybe like a 6 or 7 person show where he's the main character, and then the other 5 to 6 characters represent, like, his thoughts, his insecurities, the voices that live within his head, his belief systems. And so, you see, like, what happened in his family life, or his relationship with his mother and father, his
mhm,
relationship with God, his sexual relationship with men, racism. It's pretty much like everything that has made all of the beliefs that make him who he is. We keep
mhm.
seeing these same ideas and concepts over and over and over again, played by different characters within the show, because, like, his mother is played by two different men. And so it's depending on, like, if it's played by one guy, it's a harsher,
With that
she
one
has, like,
perspective,
more
yeah.
judgment, harsh tones. If it's played by another male actor, he's softer. He's more loving, nurturing, but
Mhm,
still a
mhm.
lot of shame for, her son and his queerness and stuff. So I mean, and you're kind of stuck there. He's just kind of playing these thoughts over and over and over and over
Yes,
again.
yeah, and, I
Mhm.
felt myself, um, in like, as I was going along for the ride of the strange loop, I felt myself frustrated
Mm,
and, frustrated with the character and
yeah.
kinda like, "Okay, so now what is it? Okay, get on with it. Okay, why are you self-loathing?" And it made me think a lot about my own personal self. So,
Right.
my, frustration with the character is not with the writing. So,
Mhm.
because we were having this discussion, my mom and my uncle came, and my mom was like, "Well, why? Well, this is not like, I don't want." So, like, again, my frustration is not with the writer or the process, but it maybe I recognize some parts of myself in it of
Mhm.
like, "Oh my god," because I go through that, right? You get stuck in
Yeah.
this like, it's like, "Oh my god, get over it. Girl, get it together."
Mhm.
And, just it was just interesting how I felt I pitied the character, but at
Yeah.
other times, he pissed me off,
Yeah,
interestingly,
the
you
the
know?
the parts that pissed me off were, well, one thing, I couldn't at first when I was watching it, there are a lot of, like, moments where you're just shocked and you're just thrown off just by the content, the
Mhm,
curse words, the anal sex, the black male, white male, gay, racist relationship. It was so many, like, things that were jolting to you, and a lot of hard truths, and very vulnerable and very raw. So if your brain is watching it and you're going, you know do I like it because of the hard truths and how raw and raunch and all of that it is, or am I, or is it something else? The writing was good, the music was good, the songs were crazy. Like, um, he took so many liberties of like things that as a writer you go, "Ah, I couldn't put that on stage." Like he used the N
Mhm.
word. The N word is littered all through that damn show.
Which
Um,
wouldn't bother me if it were an all black audience, but our
right.
audience was quite mixed. And
And I
it's
want to say
interesting.
predominantly white. And I can only
Is it just from
imagine on
mm,
Broadway it was whiter. It had to be
mm.
because that's the typical Broadway patron. So it was like, ugh, all this yucky stuff on display. It's the things that you would never say out loud
At least
outside
not
of
in
the
front
black
of white people.
community,
Yeah.
not in front of white. You know what I'm saying? It was like somebody, told our secrets or told certain secrets about
Mhm.
self-loathing. Um, and so that was like, is it that? But I think for me, my takeaway was because it made me think about so many different things. I was like, okay, this was good because I can't pinpoint, and I could relate to the character in ways like there's some self-loathing there that I think we all can experience, that keeps us within a strange loop within our
Mhm.
own lives, repeating behaviors that we're like, I thought I was far past this, but you're back here again in this place, in this
Mhm,
situation,
mhm.
and you're like, I feel disgusted, with
Yeah, and there's
myself.
literally a
Yeah.
song in there where he says, "Why did I do that?" And it
Yeah.
just hits you like, I've been in a "Why did I do that?" on higher levels and low levels of like, "Why did I eat the cookie?"
Right.
Simple things, just
Yeah.
all kind just on so many levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think in that sense, it really is, I think it's a really brilliant work of art because it makes you feel uncomfortable, and not that I'm not a person that believes like, "Because it weirded me out, it was great." So I'm not saying that, but,
That
uh
part.
but it
Mhm.
did really cause introspection. I love some of like the writing made you it pulled things out. And like Keith always says, like the best art causes conversation, and lots of times you can interpret it in ways that the writer did not even necessarily mean. So
Right. Mhm.
if that is the what's the word? The I'm just saying measure for lack of words. Measure
Mhm.
of if this was a good work of art and if it deserved the Tony. I would say then yeah, it deserved it because it did uh, bring things out. It's not a family play, but
No,
the bottom
absolutely
line
not.
is that this is not a critique of the show. That's not the
No.
point of this episode.
Yeah.
This is also okay. So today is September 1st, the day that we are, we don't know what date it is
Actually
now, but
recording
yes,
this
so we're
episode.
recording on September 1st. And it didn't hit me until I was like kind of scrolling, looking at I think it was Instagram, and there is something called the Great Lock-in. I was like, the Great
Mm.
Lock-in? What is this? So the Great Lock-in is where you take the next 3 months and lock in and focus on improvement of goals.
Right.
So like it's like this girl was saying, do you want to she started off saying, do you want to change your life in 3 months? I was like, let's keep watching. But she was saying that when you do this lock in and you lock in or focus on something, you change your life and you just go hard. She says kind of like a sprint. And people say like, oh, that's not good, it's not sustainable. But it gives you a chance to see what you can do and to just give your I think it gives you a chance to um you can change your life. I think you change your life whether you stick with the plan or not, because you're getting better at something, you're seeing your own strength.
Yeah.
And this connects so well with us seeing a strange loop in how sometimes in our lives we get stuck like a mug in them
Yeah.
strange loops. You're like, oh my gosh. Like for me, my strange loop is okay, I'm getting shape. I'm gonna do it. Oh, let's do this. Okay, I'm really gonna start jogging. Oh no, I'm not. So fall is
Right.
a change of seasons.
Yes.
Um, it is the temperature is gonna be changing.
I know it was
Daylight
so
saving.
nice. It was so nice
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
It was so good to have a little break from all this hot ass Atlanta weather to
Mhm.
get some coolness.
Yes, yes.
I never
So
knew how much I would appreciate cool until I started becoming a real geriatric millennial. And I was like, it's crisp outside.
Oh, this is nice. Let's
And
go
get
for a
my
walk. Yes. So we are really excited because Ife and I agreed we're gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in on something. So
I'm
but
ready.
and you've
I'm
already
ready
been
to
kind of
lock
doing
in.
it. I'm taking your lead.
Ah,
But and that's the thing, like
you're right, because it's like, actually I started like a year ago of this whole like trying to get my weight loss thing together, and I noticed I had this like talk about a strange loop. I had this health coach that comes along with health insurance and stuff, and she would we had these scheduled calls, and then she would be like, how much do you weigh? And
just
I would
don't
be like,
ask.
I'm not next to my scale. Or I would just I'm like, should I lie? Which is another strange loop. And then I was like, or I should just be bold and tell her, hey, like, I didn't lose any weight or 2 or 3 pounds. But what I noticed was that it took like 6 months of just, or almost a year of being mindful of like I'm doing things towards my
Mhm.
goal to
Mhm.
eventually, right before we ended like our whole year of like check-ins, actually started to lose weight. But like I
Mhm.
didn't, it was like the whole idea of unlock, like you're locked into something, but it takes a lot of like unlocking of habits.
Wow, yeah.
And one thing is being like honest and truthful with yourself. Like, do I lie to another person about the bullshit that I be on? Because
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, did you stop eating after 6:30? And you're like, no, I didn't. I didn't stop eating after
Mhm.
6:30, and but I'm gonna try to do better. And so just that, like being honest with yourself and then being mindful of it, eventually you get there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think that I am locking in because locking in is more than just like getting skinny or getting buff or getting whatever. It's
right.
about focusing on a goal.
Mm-hmm.
And uh so like I have been in this place, so I'm just gonna, get it out the way. Yes, weight loss. I've been like on and off with like being like, oh, I'm in shape. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm in shape. No, I'm not. But
Mm-hmm.
aside from wanting to once and for all be like, okay, I'm doing it, I am working on locking in on changing the ways I think about myself,
Yeah.
because the biggest part is first you got to unlearn that crazy thing of like, I'm not worthy until I'm a size 7, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
or 2 or
Right.
whatever. We have to. So I think that's my first part. Loving myself enough to be like, okay, first of all, whatever, if I gain 500 pounds or lose 500 pounds, I'm still myself. I'm still dope and still creative. I'm still cute. I
Yeah.
can do all of my things. So my first thing is to lock in on what I'm saying about myself to myself and accepting where I am now. And then being like, okay, so now I'm going to feed myself better.
Yeah.
And not be like, well, I didn't lose 6 pounds. So thinking that
Right.
way. And the other thing that I'm locking in on is so I have stuff coming up. I have like a show I'm getting ready to direct, whoop, whoop, next month. No, I'm getting directed now. Today is actually the first day of like
All right. Rehearsals?
well, not rehearsals, but like the writing
Oh,
process. And it's
cool.
really
Yeah.
exciting because usually I'm like writing like, I hope you like my scene, but now
Yeah.
everybody's
So people
giving
are
me
submitting to you?
scenes
People are submitting ideas and scripts to you? That's really
and
cool.
I'm like, yes, please me, please me.
Right. The
So that's
tables
really
have turned.
yes. I'm locked in because uh so I'm working with a company that is heavily, and by heavily I mean only white.
Mm,
And so I am a little feeling like Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier.
wow.
And I'm like, this has to be great. This shit gotta be good as hell, Shawty. I need to like bring in African drums. I need to bring in the Negro spit each other.
Right.
I'm gonna fly in from the sky. So like I have put pressure on y'all. This hair is big, child. Anyway,
It's
looking
it's
at this
cute. It
big
has its own
pineapple.
life.
It
Have this life.
does.
Just let it live. Let it live.
The Like a Mug podcast with Shannon Ife in his hair.
The poof, right?
The poof hunty.
La
Okay,
poof.
so so I so I feel excited, but I'm really excited about locking in and pushing through as an artist, and with my own other endeavors and just like locking in on all of my stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited about even with our podcast. Thank y'all for
Yeah.
listening. Just like
Yeah.
locking in on all of our super dope stuff. So my goal is to get out of this stinking strange loop
Right.
of like, I'm gonna do it. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then you feel crazy. And you're right back at the beginning, like, why did I do this? Just like in the play.
Are
Why
you
did I?
going to like so are you going to make sure that you have like, I don't want to say predominantly black cast, but good representation, like diversity, so some of the writing that you do lands well with, with
White
some of
or
the
black people?
jokes, well, not white people, but like, the way you write
Mhm.
is from some of it is from the black perspective. So you're gonna make sure that you have black people that
So
can deliver the
exactly.
nuances of blackness and
Yes. And honestly, that is what I always felt was missing when
yeah.
I would do these shows and write for the shows. I and then I kind of felt so, how we were watching Strange Loop
Mhm.
and it was kind of like the white gaze, like, oh my gosh, they're seeing all this stuff, they're hearing them say nigga and all this stuff. And
Right.
like there's one scene in particular that is hilarious where like all of our ancestors come back and they be like, nigga, I'm Marcus Garvey, bitch. It's hilarious.
It's
But in
very
front of
funny,
those,
yeah.
it was funny as hell. And them white people, I don't know if they got it, but then like I'm also learning like it's not our job to take care of the white people and make sure they get it. On
Right.
that in that same token, I'm thinking back to a sketch that I wrote when the first show where I wrote a sketch and it got in the show. It was called Whole Sandwiches.
Like whole sandwiches?
Whole Sandwiches. And it
Okay.
was a play off. It was like these vegans. It was a play off of
Oh, slutty vegan.
slutty vegan because at one point I was on the slutty vegan
Like bandwagon or
mailing
something?
list. Well,
Oh.
kind of the bandwagon. I got my
Uh-huh.
feelings about slutty vegan. Like they're good, but it's like if you don't eat meat, you've tasted a sandwich this good before. But remember that
Uh-huh.
was their campaign. People were like, oh my God, I ain't never tasted the goddamn self. It's like, no, like meat eaters are like, what? I ain't know.
Right.
But like for people that don't eat meat, it's like, child, it's a good sandwich, fine. It was $20. But anyway. But so whole sandwiches. So anyway, I would be on the mailing list, and every email was like, "Hey sluts, do you want a kicking chicken sandwich?" So everything, I was like, "This is so raunchy." So in my sketch, it was a commercial, and it was like, "Hey girl, try this dick dog. Yeah." It's just all non-beef patties, but it's shaped like a dick. So it's just a lot of like so the name of it is Whole Sandwiches, like slutty vegan, and it's just all this nasty stuff. But that's how they were.
Yeah.
Like, come get this huzzy hamburger. Like like slutty vegan got like pretty much vulgar. But it was like, what? It's food. One night stand. One night stand was all right, but it got really like what? So
Like, what
anyway,
is this really all about?
what's this all about? But I'm like, are you like, is this your own kink? But anyway, all that to say, it was in a sketch
Mhm.
and people loved it. And I was like, all right, y'all, like, yeah, this is funny. But like, it was just fun because it was like, yeah, oh, and it was
Oh,
like,
you didn't know what they were laughing at. Like, you were
right.
like the, absurdity of it, because that's kinda like what sometimes in the black community, we feel like we gotta be
Uh-huh.
nasty as hell, vulgar as hell to sell some shit.
Right,
Like,
right.
remember, like, the comedians from back in the day, like, Def Comedy Jam, be like, "This bitch." Everybody like, "Ah!" And then I said, "Bend over, what?" It's just like, why do we have to go
Right,
there? Like, why can't black
right.
content be family friendly? Or like
But
twerking is like,
but
we
see,
gotta be like
even
extra sexual to
uh-huh,
sell things. And so we get that as a people, but then and as we're making a mockery of it, are they seeing like, are they seeing
the
like Jim Crow, like
absurdity
not Jim
of it.
Crow stuff? Like, are they seeing the stereotypical like, and that's funny to them, but they're not really
Yeah.
getting,
Or it
yeah,
and that's the thing, like, I think that's part of why Def Comedy Jam worked because everybody was black, and we could
yeah,
laugh at it, and it was comfortable, but when you put it on a white stage, it's like, are you laughing at it or
right.
laughing at the fun, what it is?
Or do you
Um,
think that this is like vulgar humor is all black humor? Like we get like if we're
right,
in
right, right,
Def
right.
Comedy Jam, we get like, okay, Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of you. We get that. We know these people, but
'Cause
that's
it's
not
our uncle, it's our
everybody. But you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But when other people see it, they think, oh, that's how the
This is
monolith is
black
formed.
right,
Yeah,
and it's
black
so
folks.
funny yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and people are like, "I love hoe sandwiches. That's so funny." But it was so like I did the thing, and I never really mentioned like, "Hey guys, this is a takeoff of Slutty Vegan." It's not
Yeah,
about two girls that's trying to be hoes and twerk. It's not that. So
right.
it's so funny because I did a show and there was these black people in the audience. And after the show, she was like, "Yo, that was so funny. Was that about Slutty Vegan?" Yo, I was like,
Yeah,
"You
they
get
got it.
it." So
Yeah.
all that to say, I'm really excited to I love directing. I'm really excited to direct. I'm really excited to lock in. And yes, to answer your question, yes, I will. All of my stuff comes from a black perspective. I've noticed it's not that I'm trying to, but I am black. So I my stuff is not like I have some stuff that I wrote that could be anybody, but there's always something kind of black in there. Like I
Right.
don't care like it because that's who I am. So I can only I'm not gonna say I can only write from a black perspective, but if I'm writing freely and it's funny to me, it's gonna have some black shit in it.
It's gonna have some,
So,
yeah, Negro stuff in
so
there.
all that to say, yes, I am looking for more of that perspective,
Mhm.
looking for my people to be in it. So I'm excited. So I'm locked in. If you're in Atlanta, we're gonna be inviting y'all like a mug. Y'all come pack out the house, like for real. But we're excited. So if AI and I we're locked in and we're gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
step this way,
I'm
step
locked
this
in.
way. Yes.
Locked in with, just trying to get some goals done. I kinda feel
Yeah,
like,
man.
so within Strange Loop, the main character he kept referencing his inner white girl and just being free like an inner white girl, which is like, "Oh, I never heard of a black man." I've heard of like an inner
Mm.
black woman in like
Uh-huh,
white
uh-huh.
gay man or some black gay man or gay black man. You've heard of the inner black, and then in some white women too. You had that girl that she come out sometime
Yeah.
when somebody needs to be read or supposed to
Performative
right.
blackness, right.
The inner black girl comes out, but I had never heard about the inner white girl, which I thought was interesting. And he had a song that talked about like, white girls don't have to listen to anyone. Like
Mm, mhm,
they don't
mhm.
have to listen to their mother. They don't have to listen to, the world putting them down. They're free and
Mhm,
they can just
mhm.
live and be happy. And there's some truth to that because, we allow, I don't know, we allow, I guess, white women to just, and to be innocent, hold on to their innocence,
We've had an
and to be
episode where we talked
joyful
yes, we
and to
talked
talk
about
back to
Taylor
cops.
Swift.
And it's like, the cops are like,
Yeah,
oh, you're so cute, kid.
yeah, just
You
a
know,
little lady. We talked about Taylor Swift a few episodes back
we have,
where the
yeah.
infantilization, where they kinda make her like a kid. She's just a little girl, but it's like, this woman's about to be 40.
He's about to be
But
40.
and
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that, like, you think she's, like, 23, 25, 23, 24,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's like, no, this girl is closer
She's a
to
grown
40
woman.
than 30.
And she's doing stuff like, she's not plowing, but she's got a long list in one of her songs, long list of exes, and she'll write your name. Okay, so like a lot of her songs about her exes.
Which is a very
a lot
kid thing to do.
Well, it's
Like,
a kid thing to do, but it's like, when we look at people like Lori Harvey, it's like, that's that whole sandwich.
God.
If that whole sandwich
Sandwich. Get it right.
That whole
Sandwich.
I'm sorry, that was my inner white black girl. That whole sandwich, if she dates one more celebrity, Idris, Michael B. Jordan, everybody's like
Right.
counting her.
Damaged
It's
goods.
like,
Yeah.
dang, yeah, what you gonna do now? Like, ain't nobody want her. But then you can have like
And
Taylor
she
Swift,
actually is
like
young. She
Harry
actually is younger.
Styles, all of these, I mean, celebrity guys, and she doesn't get that same,
Grace. The grace of
yeah,
youth.
stigma of being like a hoe, you know. Um, so all that to say is looking at my inner person, like my inner people, I guess, that hold me back or free me, and like trying to figure out how I can either like, break away from certain things or live in the like I have an inner fierce person, a fierce and fabulous person.
Sasha
And
Fierce.
don't say that, all the black Christians will be like,
Copyright,
well,
right.
I knew she had another person. She's talking about the possessing spirit of her body. You heard on that podcast.
What that
No,
lady say? Like demon spirit. What the lady say?
demon spirit.
Wait, not underwater Mexico. Like what was the thing the lady said? When
About
you did the
Beyonce?
Mommy Wata. No, when the lady was like,
Oh my God. Don't get me into that. That made me so mad. I have to pray about it. And if my spirit tells
demons.
me I could do a show with a mermaid goddess in it, then I'm like, girl, go sit down.
Right.
You
I'm
you were
sorry.
you
Go
were
ahead.
probably auditioning for like what, so you wouldn't be in Little Mermaid, That's a
Right.
deity, my friend. But anywho, so yes, letting my inner like fabulous person, like letting that person live, and then getting rid of all the other crud that makes me like
Mhm.
procrastinate or oversleep, or even just the self-loathing part. Like I just
Yeah.
enjoyed a lemon bar. I have been trying to eat a lemon bar. I've been on like multiple like diets this year. And each time I'm like, before I start a new diet, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get me a lemon bar.
What is
And
a
anyway,
lemon
so I went to
bar?
the lemon. It's like a lemon bar, like a lemon wet. It's a
Is it kind of like gel, like a lemon meringue
yes.
kind of?
It
Okay,
has
I know what
a
you're talking about. Mhm.
like a crust bottom and like some
Yes.
sort of crumble top, and in the center it's lemony delicious goodness. And
Nice.
anywho, you start excited. I see that's my inner fat girl. That's
Like,
like, lemon bars.
but you know what? Then I'm fat as hell because I'm like, that sounds skinny to me. Lemon zest. You
Sounds
just
like hell. That
automatically
sounds
think
like a
it's healthy
fruit.
because if it's lemon or mint, it's like healthier
Right.
than like chocolate.
But I saw one at the farmers market when I went grocery shopping to make sure that I stay locked in. And I was like,
Mhm.
well, let me just try one. And I had to forgive myself and said, you know what? I'm gonna eat it. It's
Yeah.
okay. I just did a 6 to 7 mile walk. It's okay. I can eat the lemon bar. Just don't go crazy. But it's
Yeah.
like, usually, that's when your inner demons start coming out, and they're like, you fat lemon bar eating bitch. You had to go get you a goddamn lemon bar. Like, didn't we just walk
Lemon bar
7 miles on
eating
this belt line, bitch? Damn, like, fuck. All of
bitch.
that. Like, you don't deserve to get into that African dress you trying to get into.
But you
You
know
better
what?
take your ass
There's
to
a girl
Africa
but
and
really, I
starve.
think a lot of that stuff, like our body, like the self-talk is the other part of fitness that
Yeah,
we don't work with. There's a
yeah.
girl I know who used to be a bigger girl, like, and when I say bigger, it wasn't like, oh, she was like a 10, 12. No, she was a bigger girl.
Mm-hmm.
And randomly, like I hadn't seen her in a while, and she came back around and she was like kept losing weight. I
Yeah,
was like, what did you do? She said, I just like kind of like started basically, she's like, I was talking to myself better. And I was just like,
yeah,
I love myself. I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat that. And I just,
yes.
kind of exercise like, and I'm like, that I'm learning that is more the route because I've done a lot of
I
the
think
beat up route.
so.
Like, finna run these motherfucking mile, bitch. Finna run. I'm about to eat nothing but salad, ho. I'm about to
Right.
eat raw food. And like, I look back at those pictures and I was very small, but I was eating
Yeah.
raw foods. I was doing raw. And like,
And it's
Keith
not
was like,
sustainable either. Because the
it's not
moment you start to,
sustainable.
when you finally get skinny and you start loving yourself, it's like, I'll just treat myself to this Subway sandwich. And you're back. And he's like, boom, you're back big again.
Yeah. And I remember when I was in it, I was kind of he was like, "You kind of mean." Like, I was not nice because I was
No.
frustrated because I couldn't eat the stuff that I wanted because I
Yeah.
was so stuck. I was locked in, but I was, like, stuck in, like, "I will not gain weight. Give me the raw vegan food. I can't eat," and it was like, yeah, I was smaller, but it was like it wasn't sustainable. Like, I could still I'd be kind of have an attitude like and it was like every time I was hungry, I got annoyed. So I
Yeah.
was like, what I really want to do is eat this chicken sandwich or whatever, whatever. And
Right.
it was like, you have to give yourself grace and just enjoy the ride. And you got to accept yourself first. So
Right. Yeah,
that's
and figure out who is talking, who is that voice in your head, you know? Because
yeah.
that was the thing that I liked too about Strange Loop is that, the mothers, these were all of his thoughts. We
Mm-hmm.
don't really know if his mother was that mean or judgmental or, ashamed of him. This is
Yeah.
how his interpretation of his mother and father, and all the other stuff that made him who he is. So it's like, what is the stuff that we don't even know is really even true or
What's
not, that we're just
true,
locked
right?
into, that we're like,
There's his story, her story, and then the truth.
and the
That's what
actual
they say.
truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's interesting. Well, either way, we are challenging you, listeners,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
come out of a strange loop and come do this great lock in with us. And when we say
Mm.
lock in, we want it to be a full lock in. So whether you're doing it for your body or doing it for a job, or do like for a project or whatever,
Yeah.
do it because you want to show yourself that you can do it. So don't come in thinking like, I'm about to beat my own ass. Don't do that. Be like, you know what? I'm locked in. I love myself. It's
Right.
a new season. Let's do it. All
Yeah.
right. We in, y'all. Pound it out. Let's go.
Did we do it? Boom. Psh.
All right, folks. Now it's time for the portion of our show where we talk about what's been cool like a mug or lame like a mug this week. What's been cool like a mug, lame like a mug for you?
Cool like a mug has been this just the end of the summer like finale of just going
The season
out and
finale of
enjoying
summertime.
the season finale of summer and going out and just enjoying all that Atlanta has to offer. So like I attended the and I was talking about City of East Point, but City of East Point Wednesday wind down.
Wait a
Like
minute. Were you
I
talking
know.
about this last week?
I was. And I didn't say the City of East Point, but now it's out there. I said the City of
I
East
hear
Point.
it. You're chomping on those words. You eating your words, or are you not? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
As my lovely tax dollars just dissolve. Yeah, so so funny because I talked about it and then a good friend of mine called and was like, Raheem Devon, Tyrese, they all perform, and I was like, okay. Because I really wanted to hear Tyrese. So we get out there, and and first thing I did was I was like, I'll just get a fish plate and some French fries. Okay, I'll get a margarita. Okay, so I kept doing that. But I really enjoyed myself. That fish plate, because I'd stopped eating fish and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
that was the season finale for my stop eating fish diet that
Yeah.
I was on. But it was so good. And then of course everybody was out there line dancing and with their fans. But Raheem Devon was
Mm.
like, I forgot, like R&B. First of all, anyway, he just took me back to a time of when R&B was just like hitting, and I
I love
forgot so
R&B.
much, like all of his hits. But he put on a damn good free show because it's a free show for the people of East Point.
Mhm.
So I'm a fan now of Raheem Devon. I really enjoyed it. Then just been going like, then like Atlanta explodes Labor Day weekend. It's like Dragon Con,
Atlanta
Pride. It's like
explodes.
80 billion different
Mhm.
festival
House in
and
the park. Yeah,
House
all
in
the
the
stuff.
Park, all of that. So got a chance to hang out with Shannon, watch the Strange Loop, and got a chance to
Ooh.
go to this rooftop party because I was like, I'm determined to just like be outside for this summer season finale and get on the rooftop before the weather changes. And I went to this restaurant, and I think it's Latin, but it's like from people from Peru maybe who own it. And when I tell you, I thought I was in Peru, Argentina, somewhere in South America. I mean, it was so refreshing to see people like sexy dancing, like but no twerking. Thank God, no twerking. And it was like very international. A
Nice.
lot of mixed ages. The DJs were super hot and sexy. It was just like this. It didn't feel like anywhere in Atlanta. Like it wasn't too black, wasn't too white, and so I was like, oh, this is my crew right here.
That's
Because
your tribe.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see booty cheeks hanging out, and I don't want to see twerking. I just don't want to be. But then I don't want to be in like grown and sexy, like it, just all white and linen. I'm not 100% all white and linen yet.
That's we're at that age now where we're not with the like,
Yeah.
hey, little lady, like, if you're wearing a hat with a, it's not a baseball. I'm like, you're not for my age right
Right.
now.
If everybody is sweating, men, women, everybody just sweating and linen. I'm
Men
just
have a
not there
washcloth
yet.
with them. Yeah, no, that's not us. But we also are not at like the club where it's like,
No.
yeah.
So it was pretty cool. So I was like, oh, I can be sexy and grown and up, with the international folks. So that was very cool. And just a lot of other cool stuff has been going on. So big ups Atlanta. Just when you think like you haven't seen something, Atlanta surprises you. It's like, maybe I'll stay a little longer.
Love it.
And then Lame Like a Mug is my Lame Like a Mug. Oh, my love-hate relationship with the line dancing and the fans. I hate the sound of the fans. That clap, clap, clap. I don't know what it is. It makes me feel like it jolts something in my brain. Like I compare it to like the opposite of the teacup in Get Out. Like the teacup puts you to sleep, like that. Ding, ding, but that clap, clap, it just it's like it wakes you up, But I hate it, and I hate that. And let them fans, I hate it, and I want to leave, but I don't know what it is. It's like you can't help but to
The
stop.
Negro.
Even when you don't know how to do they pull you in, and you're like stumbling, trying to like, oh wait a minute, is it left, right? And then now they just go, they just hit every line dance song, and then the next thing you're doing to me and I remember like the friend I was with, she was like,
You
"Oh, they
can't
about to
help
tear
it.
all these damn chairs up in here trying to do this damn Tamia dance." You about to just tear this
That's so funny.
this dirt
That's that's the test of blackness. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I hate this. I hate it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God, I don't want to drop it low, but I can't help it.
Right.
That's funny.
Just can't. It's real love hate, but I just wish those fans would go away. But at the same time, I see how much joy they bring people. That I guess it's just here.
And
Yeah, I don't even know who to
want
blame
a
for that. Is it
fan.
Beyonce
I want a
or
fan. I want one.
I don't
No,
know.
that boots on the ground. Actually, it
Didn't she do that?
really started with the fans thing started with like the groups. Like some of the groups got really good when they were like clap, clap. So like, they have groups. Like, our friend is in a group. Our friend's sister, she
A
goes to
group?
all
What's
those
what
groups.
type of group?
She's in all like the dance groups. Like all the like this one is called the shake butt. This one is called the fancy pants. Like they be having fans. So I think we
Oh,
started. So I think him saying, "Where them fans at?" That was for those line dance women. It was like older
got
women.
you.
And now it's like, and like they sell flags at the beauty flags. They sell fans at the beauty supply store. And
Uh-huh.
I want one. Like I want one. I don't want it to go out of style until I do it. I just need a fan so I can be like,
You wanna just do it. It's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't somebody
So,
say also they came out of like, I don't know if it's drag queen or like the houses? Like
oh
your
yeah,
uncle was
yeah,
saying
yeah.
it came
From
from
Vogue,
back then
yeah,
of the voguing days of like the fan when I guess they would, I don't know, Vogue or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
history
that's a part
there.
of it. It's
Maybe we'll
history. It's
research it
history.
and talk about it next time. Let's do some research.
Yeah,
But those are
yeah.
mine. That's my cool and lame like a mug. Yeah.
Cool. My cool like a mug is that we're friends. We have had such
Aw.
y'all, me and Ife have been doing so many fun things.
We have.
We went to the Soul Food Cypher and I like got to get my hip hop
We
on. Like, listen, I'm married to like an actual hip hop person. I be
Uh-huh.
perpetrating. Like every time I have on like a Tribe Called Quest shirt, sometimes people come and quiz me. They're like, "Oh, so not to be like, yeah." They go, "All right, you know." I'm like, "Shit, I'm
Right.
glad." So I feel like a perpetrator, but I had fun because I put on my hip hop clothes. I went to the hip hop thing, so that was fun. And then I feel like we did like 3 things in a row.
We did. It was one weekend, it was just back to back to back,
It
and I
was
can't
I
remember
think
what it
was it
was.
last weekend we did that.
I
And I
think
think that
so.
the day before we went to a sketch show.
We
Um,
did.
and the
Yes.
day before that, oh, we went
Oh,
to a
a
sketch
Dash Garage. A Dash
that
Garage.
yeah. So last
Yeah.
weekend was just really fun. It was like this is
Yeah,
so
it's been
good.
the summer season finale of the
It
summer.
has
It's
been. So
been
that's
really
been
fun.
really fun. Like this season finale has been amazing.
Right.
Lame like a mug. Another part of the finale has, you watch the season finale and then like the villain comes out.
Mm,
The villain is Snoop Dogg. So I have been done with Snoop Dogg's old lanky ass since he supported Trump. And I don't care what nobody says. He supported Trump
yeah.
because people like Keith was kind of like, oh, well, he did it because his friend was in jail. And I'm like, mm-mm.
Right.
Especially after Snoop, like there was a video going around of him like, oh yeah, you perform for him. Yeah, okay, I do it for you, master. And what did you do? Perform for one of his parties. He's like, he wasn't even there, but it was for him. It was in celebration
Right.
of his
Yeah.
presidency. So I don't care what. There's no support. Like I don't feel it. So then also now I should get the direct quote because everybody's talking about it, but there's a whole thing where he was showing his grandson the episode of, not the episode, the show Lightyear, the movie Lightyear,
Okay.
and the character in it is a woman who she's gay, she's a lesbian, and it's like it
Mhm.
just kind of alludes to like she was in a relationship with a woman, and I think they have a
I think it's
child.
like Disney's first lesbian
Yeah.
kiss or something like that between two moms.
Okay.
Mhm.
And let me make sure.
'Cause I
Uh
think I watched it and he was like, his grandson or something like that was like, "Why these two ladies kissing?" So, he
Let me
didn't wanna
just
do the
make sure.
educational component to that where you now follow up and explain things,
Right.
you know?
And he says now, like, oh, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Um, and so all that stuff. But like I've heard that he was also on the L Word, which is a show about lesbian women. Also, Snoop Dogg, like, you had a whole stint as like the wild guy. You did Girls Gone
Yeah,
Wild. You
right.
did all this stuff. So now you're just so wholesome
Lots
because
of
your
drugs,
son.
lots of drugs. You know how many, like, young black guys when like, The Chronic and all that came out, like, I witnessed it because I was, like, middle school, high
Mhm.
school, that started smoking weed, changed their lives. A lot of them, some of them got locked up, you know? It was a
Yeah.
shift of what it meant to be a black man,
Mhm.
and that whole chronic and smoking weed and selling was
Yeah.
heavy. So you talk about, like, role models and young black men.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like, what are you what are
he
you
played a part in that
representing?
now. He played a
You
part in that.
a major part, a major
Yeah,
part. And now he's, people accept it, but it's like you
right.
still are hella janky.
And I wanna say too, like, the excuse when, like, rappers used to be calling this shit would be like, "Well,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is turn it off.
Right.
Where your parents? Why don't you turn it off?" And it's like, "Oh, but
Right.
it's impacting the black community." It's a little bit more because that's a lot of people's parents are at work and they can't monitor everything that their kids are doing. So now the
Yeah.
chickens have come home to roost. Then why don't
The
you
chickens
stop
have
going to the
come.
movies and turn off the television? Why don't you be a
Right.
good granddad and stop watching it? Because guess what? Like with the Strange Loop play, I was thinking, oh my God, how many people that I can imagine in my life sitting that I know that wouldn't have been able to take that play at all. Like
Yeah.
3 minutes into that play, they would have gotten up and walked out. But guess what? They don't have to see it. You have a choice of not watching that. If you don't have an artistic or critical eye, don't watch it. It's not for
Don't watch it.
kids. So do your parenting. Is the
Right. And
chickens
if
coming
you
home to
care that
roost?
hard, you should have screened it first.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. It was everybody knew it though. Like before Lightyear came out, or when it first came out, that was the buzz around it. So yeah, he said, I'm scared to watch movies now. I wasn't ready for this. So now I'm looking at Entertainment Weekly. It says Snoop Dogg says, "My bad for controversial comments criticizing lesbian
Just let it go,
couple in
sir.
Lightyear. I'm not perfect." And he
Yeah.
says, "I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandsons." Snoop
Yeah.
wrote. And he said, "All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect." So anyway,
That's
whatever.
the same thing that a white person would say if they said something that was racially insensitive, and then they start calling all their black friends. Well, my best friend is the President Obama, and he called, and him and Michelle had
Yes,
a good chat with me. It's like, hey man, just own up to it and be like you said, my bad. Okay, this is who I am. This is what I,
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
or stand on business. I still say I don't like this shit. Okay, cool.
Stand
That
on
is
it.
even respectable because it's like authentic, and you said what you said.
Exactly,
And I
exactly. We
think
can stand
that's like
behind that
people are
better.
so afraid of like standing in their truths because they're afraid of being canceled. Like, don't be afraid to get canceled. I think we respect
Exactly,
artists. We respect people when they're like, no, this is what I believe in. You don't have to agree with me.
exactly, exactly. All right, folks, we've come to the end of our show, which means it's time for us to do our 2-minute wrap up. Where if they're not gonna wrap this mug up in 2 minutes, if they gets a minute, I gets a minute. And listen, like we don't just do it any old style and say this is what we talked about. As you can see, you see this spin the wheel on the
Yeah.
screen. We're going to do it musical style. So we have a list of genres. We have metal, pop, rock, jazz, Broadway, all these things. Oh, we just saw a Broadway show. That would be cool if we get Broadway. So we're going to let this be our fate of how we improvise our wrap up. Are we ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. Let's spin. Let's spin it. Oh, come on. Good old fashioned rap.
Oh my gosh.
I got
Nobody,
excited. I thought it
please.
was going to be Broadway. All right. All right. If they take it
All right.
away.
Um. Hey. Yeah. I'm the black rapper from no matter if it's black or white, wrong or right, out of sight. Hey, I'm rapping like an old school guy. Guess what? Don't make me cry when I think about all the things within and like how I'm not my friend. But guess what? It doesn't have to end like that. I can get moving like a baseball bat and swing, and knock all those negative thoughts away. Tell them, hey, you're not okay. Get away, get away, get away. I'm gonna eat that lemon bar anyway. Then I'm gonna go walk
Hey.
my dog. In a couple of miles, I'm gonna be problem solved. I'm gonna be back to the right size. Yeah, smiling with my bright eyes. Oh, I'm not telling any lies. Oh, that's right. What else did we talk about? Getting locked in so we can make this thing go well. Popping. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't say perfection. That's right. I'm forgiving myself. Yeah, because I'm not the best freestyler. But guess what? I'm the best Buck Wilder, whatever
Hey.
that means. Hey, now I feel like Will Smith, getting jiggy with it.
Na, 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 na,
Rapping
na,
all
na, na.
stiff. And it's cool if you want to get locked in. Hey, because you can be cool kids like Shannon and Ife, good friends. And
Hey.
we're going to sum it up with the summer finale. Come join our comedy Black Rally that's coming up when Shannon does her show. It's time to go.
Hey. Nice.
Lemon bars.
Lemon bar. Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
shit.
think I think we need to call the end of this thing lemon bars.
I
That's
think we're
it.
ready for the cipher.
I think I feel better to sing if I like a sing rap. So when
Singy
you
rap.
said rap, you started rapping like that. I guess there's a difference between rap and hip hop. Because I figured I was like, oh wow, because I was like, oh maybe if they know something I don't. That makes sense though. Like rap, very like begin
Places,
natal
touch
stage.
the faces. I'm not gonna spend my life being a color. It was that was they actually had what Biggie do one, and then they had
Big
whoever that guy was that was rapping it.
on
Because
that
remember,
album. I know
it was
Biggie was
the
on.
same rap verse in black and white. Biggie did
Oh
one.
really?
Yeah, there's one version with Biggie rapping, and there's another version with the generic black white sounding person.
I'm not going to spend
And
my
I
life
feel like they
being a
play that
color.
one on all of the radio stations. They play the generic sounding.
I didn't know this. I know that Biggie is on another song on that album. But listen, don't get me started about no Michael Jackson. I know all about the Michael Jackson. All right.
Right.
I was enjoying the Will Smith time too. A little kind of talking on the rhythm. Okay, cool.
Right.
Here we go. I don't know why this is an R&B beat, but that's okay. It's September. You know what time it is. September. We in the bird months. Yeah, September. But we about to be locked in like a mug. We in the strange fruit. Oh, yes, we are. But don't you understand that the end is not far? The end of the year, just like I said, but it's the end of the summer first. Oh, yeah. We have got so many opportunities. We're so excited that you and me. What is a strange loop? I don't know, but it's about something that goes on and on and on, you know? But here we go. You are my buddy, and we're keeping it going like chummy, and we want to make sure that we're locked in. Don't let these last 3 of the months the end of the months are gonna be so good. Yeah, that didn't rhyme, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be in a strange loop anyway. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna have fun, and you don't understand that I am can't think of nothing to rhyme that word, but that's okay because my last name is Bird. Bird, that is my main name. And this is getting lamer and lamer and lame and lame. Guess what?
Okay.
That was a strange loop. That was on purpose because I want to go on and on. Yeah. Y'all thought that was I can't stop. Like I was like noodle soup, word soup, Campbell soup. Like I kept thinking about like
it got good when we said you said strange loop, the strange fruit. I was like, oh, it was on there.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Strange loop, strange fruit. Y'all don't understand, but you don't understand, man. That's the master plan. Black folk trying to come again. We doing sketches and everything in between. We need our black actors, black comedians and stuff. We not worried about the white gays no more. I don't know why, but I became public enemy. Y'all don't understand. They are not a friend of me. Black folk, it's time to rise and keep going on before we demise. The rap is almost over. The rap is almost done. But what you got to remember, put down the guns. Shout out to people. God bless the people. God bless the children that got shot up. Why them white people doing that crazy stuff? We didn't talk about that in the show, but it bears repeating that black folk are safe. Everybody trusts black women every day.
Word. Okay.
To the mother. Word to the mother. Oh, the 90s were so fun. Word to the mother. Everyone, we have come to the actual end of our show. Thank y'all for joining us. We are thankful like a mug.
Yes.
Please like us, follow us. Thank y'all for commenting and liking and sharing our little promo of our show.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the real.
Because we gotta go. Thank y'all for sharing that. We're gonna put more of those out. We thank you for continuing to listen, share us, listen to us at Like a Mug Podcast. Email us. Let us know, y'all. What are you locking in on? So if you're
that's
listening,
a good one.
Yeah, if you're listening,
we can do this together.
Yes, do this with us. Comment, let us know what you're locking in on. Are we locked in this stuff? This way, that song is not old to me yet. Thank y'all so much. And in the words of Usher from the play A Strange Loop, what's been stuck in my head? I'm a dick sucking black gay man. Thank y'all. See y'all next week, shawty. Bye. Don't let your kids listen to this episode.
No, turn
it's
it
too late.
off.
It's the end of the show. It's the end of the show.